If you're living with foot neuropathy, you know exactly what I'm talking about. One day, things feel manageable. And then the next, bam, the pain is back with a vengeance, and you're left wondering, what on earth did I do wrong? Well, today we're going to pull back the curtain on those flare-ups. We're going to get to the bottom of it and talk about a real path toward having more of those good days.
Does that sound familiar? Yeah, it's that completely maddening feeling when it seems like your own body is working against you. That pain just shows up whenever it wants, no rhyme or reason. It really does feel like it has a mind of its own.
Okay, first things first, and I want to be crystal clear about this. You are not imagining it. What you are feeling is absolutely real. And understanding why you have these good days and bad days, well, that's the first real step toward getting some control back in your life.
You know, this is such a great way to put it. It's like having this roommate you just can never, ever rely on. It is so frustrating, it's exhausting, and honestly, it can make your world feel a lot smaller because you start avoiding things, just hoping you don't set off another bad day.
So, what is actually happening down there in your feet? Let's break down the science behind it, but I promise we'll keep it super simple.
So, just imagine the nerves in your feet are like a big bundle of tiny electrical wires. Now, with neuropathy, some of those wires have gotten damaged or frayed. And what happens then? Well, the messages they're trying to send to your brain get all scrambled up. Your brain might get a pain signal when nothing's wrong, or it might get no signal at all, and that's where that numbness comes from.
And here's the perfect way to think about it. Those damaged nerves, they become super sensitive. It's kind of like having a smoke detector with a dying battery that just starts screaming every time you make a piece of toast. Your nerves start sending out these loud pain alarms for the tiniest reasons, or sometimes for no reason at all.
All right, so if our nerves are like that faulty smoke detector, what's the toast that's setting them off all the time? Well, it turns out there are often some very specific hidden triggers that are irritating these super sensitive nerves and causing those flare-ups. First up, let's talk about blood sugar. And listen, this is not just for people with diabetes. When your blood sugar levels spike up and then crash down, for your nerves, it's like someone is pouring salt on an open wound. You know, that big pasta dinner, or maybe even just skipping a meal, that can set off a chain reaction that you end up feeling hours later in your feet. Do you ever feel like you can predict a storm is coming just by the feeling in your feet? Well, guess what? You're not going crazy. Changes in temperature, changes in barometric pressure, they really do affect your nerves. Especially cold weather, which can shrink your blood vessels, reduce blood flow, and make those already irritated nerves even angrier. Now this one might surprise you. Stress is not just in your head. It has a very real physical effect on your body. When you're stressed out, your body releases chemicals like cortisol, which actually make your nerves more sensitive to pain. And that creates this awful vicious cycle, right? The pain causes stress, and then the stress makes the pain even worse. This is what I call the cruel paradox of neuropathy. It feels like you just can't win. If you sit still for too long, your circulation drops and the pain can actually get worse. But if you're too active, you can physically inflame those already sensitive nerves. It's all about finding that gentle, sweet spot right in the middle. And finally, it's really worth taking a look inside your medicine cabinet. Some really common medications, things for high cholesterol or blood pressure, can unfortunately have a side effect of making neuropathy symptoms worse. It's a really tough situation to be in for sure. So when you look at all these different triggers, it starts to make a lot more sense why so many of the usual treatments just don't seem to work for the long haul. You've probably tried the pills, the creams, all of it. So why do they so often fall short? Well, most traditional treatments are really just designed to mask the pain. It's kind of like putting a bandage on a leaky pipe. Sure, it might stop the drip for a little while, but it's not actually fixing the leak, is it? A different approach, though, focuses on working with your nerves to get at the real underlying problem. So what is this smarter way? Let's talk about a totally different approach that actually focuses on helping those damaged nerves remember how to work properly again. It's called neuromuscular electrical stimulation, or NMES for short. Now, please don't let that big fancy name scare you off. The idea behind it is actually incredibly simple, and it's something physical therapists have been using safely for decades. This is truly the best way to picture it. You know how a weak car battery just needs a little jolt to get going again?
Well, NMES uses these gentle, controlled electrical pulses to kind of wake up the nerves that aren't firing right, and at the same time, help calm down the ones that are overreacting. So here's basically how it works in 3 simple steps. First, those gentle pulses wake up the nerves. Second, that immediately helps improve the blood flow, bringing oxygen and nutrients to the area. And third, over time, this whole process helps retrain the nerves to send the correct signals again. It's literally like physical therapy, but directly for your nerves.
And the best part? This isn't some experimental thing. This is hospital-grade technology that you can now use safely in your own home. It targets the exact problem area. And because it's not a drug, you don't have to worry about feeling drowsy or having it interact with your other medications. The whole goal here isn't just about masking pain. It's about reducing how often those bad days even happen in the first place.
Okay, knowing all this is great, but the most important part is what you do with this information. So let's talk about how you can start taking back your life. This right here, this is where your power comes from. Just by understanding what we've talked about today, that there are real, identifiable reasons for your pain, you are no longer a passenger. You're in the driver's seat. This knowledge is the single most important tool you have.
So here are a few simple things you can start doing, like today. Get a small notebook and just jot down how you're feeling. Note what you ate, how you slept, what your stress level was. You might start to see a pattern you never ever noticed before. And please talk to your doctor about all of your options, including therapies like NMES. You deserve so much more than just being told to live with it.
I really want this to sink in for a minute. When you have a good day, it is not a random accident. It's not just dumb luck. It's a sign. It is actual proof that deep down, your nerves have not forgotten how to work properly. Our goal is just to help them remember more often. Just think about it. Your feet have carried you through your entire life. They've taken you on an incredible journey. They deserve better than to be in constant pain. And you know what? So do you. The path to relief is out there, and now you're better equipped to find it than ever before.
Before you go, I need to share something important with you. Listen, I know you're exhausted, not just from the pain, but from the searching, the hoping, the disappointment. You just want your life back. We get that because we hear it every day from people just like you. Look, I know many of you are here because you're dealing with pain that just won't go away. And if you're one of the millions struggling with neuropathy, you know exactly what I mean. The burning that keeps you up at night, the tingling that makes every step uncertain, the frustration of trying cream after cream, pill after pill with nothing really working. And here's what most people don't understand. Neuropathy happens when the nerves in your feet get damaged. They can't send the right signals to your brain anymore. Those pain signals you're feeling, they're basically your nerves crying for help. The good news is simple. With the right stimulation, those nerves can actually start working right again. We've helped over 50,000 people get their nerves working again using this exact method. And that's why we created NeuroGo. Not just another device, but a complete support system with our Facebook community, diet program, exercise guides, free books, and real people who answer your questions. When other treatments have let you down, NeuroGo delivers the solution you've been searching for. So you can stop managing pain and start living again. You don't have to accept this pain as your new normal. Get 40% off yours today with a 90-day money-back guarantee. Click the link below. You have nothing to lose but the pain.